I printed my own Agumon. So I am actually really impressed with this, and it looks really good. From far away, it looks really good. Once you see it closer, oh yeah, you're gonna see some problems. But here it is, Agumon. Since you guys know, if you guys follow me, my Etsy shop, I do have counters and deck boxes. So I really wanted to print my own Digimon. I started seeing videos of people like doing their own figures. They do Pokemon, they're like life-size Charmanders and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, let me start a little bit slow. Let me get some Agumon. And this one is actually just about one foot, so about 12 inches in height. And I think the life-size ones are around 3 feet, 4 feet around there. So I might end up doing a life-size. But anyway, let's talk about this. So I 3D printed this, and I was like, okay, cool. This is my first time doing 2 pieces, and you're able to cut it. So I do use bamboo, and you're able to slice it into pieces or cut it into pieces, and you're able to, you know, put it in pieces. And what's cool about it, it actually adds connectors. So when you put your pieces, they actually slide right in, and you have a really nice tuck. It looks nice, right? It doesn't look like there's a lot of holes. But anyway, so I got that, printed both of them. And then what I did is I made sure it fit nice. Then I started sanding it. So sanding it, I'm still not too sure how to go about the sanding, but basically you're sanding to remove the layer lines and make them all smooth, because ideally you want it all to be nice and smooth, especially with the color. So then there was some, I did that, and then there was some spots that looked really bad, especially with the 3D printer. You'll see like on the nose, there was a really bad spot on the feet, and I ended up adding some, so I was a painter for some time with my uncle. He does construction, so I did a little bit of construction painting. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, they actually use, it's kind of like what's it called, like plaster, right? So call it putty. So I used putty. I should have used more of the putty, but so I used putty around the neck area to kind of seal that line, and then I sanded it again. So I did putty and all the, especially there and all the places where I wanted it to be smoother. Sanded it out. After that, I should have done another layer of putty until it was all actually smooth. But then I didn't. I was really thirsty. I really wanted to just get through the process and see how it is. So then I hit it with some primer. Primed it out. I used white. I did have black, but since the colors are bright in the most part, stuck with that. So I did about 2 coats, or 3 if I don't remember correctly. Then we started getting into the paint, and then that is when I started getting into some problems. You'll see close up that the Agumon is actually patchy. It's not all a solid color. It just looks like a solid color far away, which makes it look good. But the reason being was that I have such small paints. I just bought it. I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try this. I don't want to buy big paint. And then I don't know, I was kind of just like dumb about it, and I just did a little paint, and I mixed the orange that I had with some white to make it kind of the brightish kind of orange, because it's not orange or yellow, it's kind of a bright orange. And then I got a color, and then I'm like, oh, adding water, you know, makes more. So then the next time I did a layer, and then when I did it again, I made more paint. It was a different color shade of the original one, which is why it's not a solid one color. So it's kind of a learning curve for me. So hindsight, I should have made a lot of paint and then mix it all the way I was going to mix it, so it could just be that one color, as opposed to, okay, I'm making paint now, run out, make it again, and now it's different. So I did that, and then then I went with the white, started getting the teeth, started getting the claws and the nails, which I think actually came out really well. I think I passed the nails and the claws like around 3 times in passing. And what I would do after each coat of layer or paint, I have a ceiling fan, and I'll just let it chill on my bed right here. And then the fan is literally up there on the ceiling, so it's just getting all the cool air, and it was drying out faster for me. So did that a few times. I really do like how it came out. And then the eyes, man, the eyes were a challenge. I was using another little Agumon as a reference. So I'm like, okay, how do I do it? And I'm using paintbrushes, and I'm not that good with paintbrushes. And there's no, like, there's kind of lines, but you kind of have to gauge. But if you see it clearly, I don't know if you can see it from there, but one eye is a little lower, the black side, and then on this eye, it's a little higher. You can't really tell unless you're nitpicking it, but from far away, especially Agumon, you kind of don't really see both of his eyes at the same time unless he's like this. And even then, it's hard to tell. When I first printed it, one of his teeth fell off. So his front tooth fell off, and I was pretty mad. So he's kind of missing a tooth as well. I didn't have the correct greens to make it. I don't know. I just bought some paints from Michael's, and I don't know. They don't have like green. It was like a forest green, like Viridian green. It was called, I believe. So I had to put a dab of that, add a dab of white, mix it up, and just make a brighter green. And that's what I did. And then for the other parts, had to be a brighter green than that, which was right down there. And then I went over again with the white to really, and that really made the eye pop. So that's kind of how it went down. And yeah, this is the result of Agumon 3D printed by your boy Spidey here. And I really want to make other ones, but I kind of really want to make a life size. Now that I kind of know the process, I really want to make a life size of it. Let me know if I should do it. It's kind of what I've been up to. And also finally got down my deck boxes. Look at these beauties. Smooth. Finally got the dual print down. So look at that. Just absolutely sexy right there. You guys can pick these up. They are in my Etsy already, as well as counters. Did a Spider-Man mask too. I was thinking like, man, you know what? I'm gonna put on a Spider-Man mask and do the videos with the mask on, but then probably not gonna sound right. Anyway, I messed up the lines on that one, so I have to reprint it into the whole thing. And yeah, so I've been a little busy. I will get back to doing some deck profiles, and really just wanted to do this for you guys and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I absolutely love this Augie. So awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next video.